Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Broku. Welcome back to the channel. This video is about Mashle, and as you can see by the title, I'm making the claim that it is the next One Punch Man. And what I mean by that is a great gag comedy or spoof comedy on the entire genre that it's taking place in. And I think it could literally be to that level of how popular and how good One Punch Man is. Now, I'm not making the claim that it actually is the next One Punch Man currently. I'm just making the claim that it is potentially going to get there one day. And I'm 100% serious. There's only 18 chapters, sure, but in those 18 chapters, it has done a lot. Now, when I first did the video on my review of the first chapter months ago of this series, I kind of said, this feels like Black Clover mixed with Harry Potter mixed with One Punch Man. And I'm pretty much right. It is literally taking Black Clover elements, Harry Potter elements, and One Punch Man elements, combining them, and it's expanding upon it as well. Now, it's not like a Black Clover, Harry Potter, One Punch Man clone. It just takes seemingly inspirations from those series quite heavily, and uses that in its own right. And it takes the good aspects. The whole cool thing about Harry Potter was the cool world, the cool lore, the cool magic school. That was what was so exciting and escapey about the Harry Potter world. Is, you know, Hogwarts was extremely cool. Well, the Magic Academy that Mashle goes to is like a ripoff almost of Hogwarts. It's not a ripoff. You can see the heavy inspirations of it being a magic school. It looks like Harry Potter. Instead of having a sorting hat, it has like a sorting skeleton. It has 3 separate dorm rooms. One is kind of evil, and because they believe they're above the rest of society, that's called the Lang dorm. The dorm where the main character Mosh and his other friends are is the Adler dorm. So it's kind of like Gryffindor and Slytherin. Now, there isn't 4 houses, there's 3 dorms in Mashle. And so basically, I guess a brief overview of this world if you don't know. This is about a world that is basically magic is everything. How well you do in society is based on how much magic you have and how good you are with your magic. You have marks on your face. The number of marks you have, that's how strong your magic power is. If you have none, you are killed off by society because they want the human race to keep progressing. If you aren't born with magic, then you're not going to progress the human race, so you need to be basically killed off. Mosh is born without any magic, but he is trained basically his entire life physically, which is why this is called Mashle Magic and Muscles. Mosh is a physical threat in this world. It's kind of like Asta. He has no magic, but his physical strength, his physical stats are a massive threat to even powerful mages. Like the detective of one of the agencies launches a spell at Mosh. This spell is strong enough to destroy an entire forest, and Mosh negates it. And then when he shoots a bunch more at him, Mosh knocks them away like a volleyball. Mosh even takes on one of the instructors at the school, one of the professors, and breaks his wand. Mosh breaks the world record in the broom race by throwing his broom, running towards it, jumping on top of it midair, and riding it to the rest of its momentum. So Mosh, his physical strength is just godly in this series, and that's how it brings a lot of the One Punch Man take into it. Mosh, he kind of has a similar personality to Saitama. He has also similar power, where he is completely broken in this series. Now, it's a little bit different because there are clearly characters in this world that can challenge Mashle. It's just we don't know if he's really taking them seriously yet, because Mashle even said when he fought one of the stronger characters who has 2 marks, who's now his friend, he says, he doesn't, what would happen if we went all out, which means that Mashle wasn't going all out, and yet Mosh was doing quite well against him. And then also, the headmaster of the school, who looks kind of like Dumbledore, Mosh goes against him, and the Dumbledore, his magic, is able to make Mosh bleed. So Mosh, there is people that can go against him in this universe that's not completely overpowered like One Punch Man, but most characters, even extremely powerful characters, can't do anything to Mosh. He's just too broken. He's absolutely hilarious. He's kind of a wholesome guy. He just cares about his friends and family, and he cares about cream puffs. And he'll defeat villains in very hilarious ways, like when he goes against the vice principal, he buries him underground because the vice principal's a douchebag. And honestly, the lore is kind of cool so far, where it's built up in this society that it's, you know, all based on your magic prowess, and that's like your class. So it's kind of like Black Clover in that aspect, where it's kind of a corrupt system, because you're based on what you can do with your magic, and that is it. You will be hated by society. You'll be even killed by society if you don't have any magic. So that's what it takes from Black Clover. So like the setting and the school is like from Harry Potter. The just background of how society works is like Black Clover, and then Mosh is like Saitama, where he's completely broken, and it's just hilarious. It's like, it's not just somebody who's broken like Goku, it's broken in a very funny way. He defeats villains in very funny ways, and almost nonchalantly too, which is what makes Saitama so incredibly funny. So like I said, it's extremely funny series, and actually good action as well. Right now we're getting into a new arc where the villain group, basically the evil characters, the Slytherin-like characters from the dorm Lang, called the Magia Lupus, they are basically going around and collecting the coins, more like stealing the coins from the other dorms, because what happens if you get 5 silver coins, you get a gold coin, and if you get enough gold coins, you become a divine visionary, which is like basically just a very high member of society. So that is why Lang wants to do that, not only because they view themselves as above everybody else, but they don't want those people to rise up. So basically it's like Malfoy and Slytherin, and that's Magia Lupus. The leader, he was revealed to have 4 marks on his face, and we know that your magic power is displayed by how many marks you have on your face. So when Mosh's rival was introduced with 2, we're like, wow, this guy's strong. Well, this leader has 4 marks on his face, so this series is probably gonna get really, really, really strong quickly, since we're 18 chapters in, and we're already being introduced to 4 marks on a character. Maybe we're at the point where a guy just has like his entire face is just black because he's just so many marks that there's no normal skin visible. So I definitely do recommend you guys getting the Viz account, and you can read Mashle for $2 a month and get access to basically any other manga that Shonen Jump does release. It's really cheap, and you know, get the high quality scans with the official translation, so it's definitely worth it. And also, this leads me to a question: is do you guys want me to do more videos on Mashle? Now, this is something I talked about for a while, but you know, there just wasn't enough content to be made in it because there was only a few chapters. Now there's 18, so there's some stuff to talk about. Maybe do weekly chapter reviews or something like that, but also just talk about other things. Like, I've thought about making a video of how strong Mosh is, because he has some pretty impressive feats, like I said, or just completely negating attack that could destroy a forest. He can run through multiple 1 meter thick magically enforced walls without taking any damage. He's so fast he can run on water. He is just absolutely crazy in terms of how strong, fast, and durable he is. So maybe that. But let me know if you want more Mashle content coming up, because that'd be something I'm interested in, because I really, really do enjoy this series. I think it will be one of the next big series, especially if it gets an anime. I think this will be very popular, not only in Japan, but in the West too, like how One Punch Man is. In fact, with how crazy popular Harry Potter still is, and the young adult fantasy genre, it might maybe break into that and make it even more popular than One Punch Man, because it is like One Punch Man, but with Harry Potter, and that would be a crazy way to advertise it to the West. This is Harry Potter mixed with One Punch Man, and that could go wonders with marketing and how much money this series could possibly make. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for this video. Heavily suggest you go read this. Let me know if you want other Mashle videos, other mangas I'm probably going to be reviewing later too, maybe like Undead Unluck. But with that being said, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...